Down the field, a charging team that will not yield, and win the blue and silver wave. Stand and cheer the brave, rah, rah, rah. Go hard, win the game. With honor you will keep your fame. Down the field and gain a Lions victory. Go!
That is right, boys and girls. It is football season. Justin?
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Football season. What are we, about 3 weeks away?
Ish, yeah.
3.5, 4 weeks.
You know what really marks the start of football season for me?
What's that?
The first episode of Hard Knocks.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And who's on Hard Knocks? The Buffalo Bills, baby.
Yeah, Buffalo
Josh
is
Allen,
on there.
baby.
The reigning MVP this season last year.
Yes, sir. But we are not here to talk about the Buffalo Bills. We're not here to talk about the New England Patriots. We're here to talk about our Detroit Lions.
Yep. Well, the preseason for them has officially begun with the Hall of Fame game.
Hall of Fame game, which was atrocious.
Well, again, at the end of the day,
with the third stringers,
we're not taking anything out of context here. The Hall of Fame game is that last look for those guys that will probably be cut during the week sometime. I mean, 2 or 3 guys that played that night will probably be the guys to make the cut.
Well, you would have thought on Facebook that this was a playoff game the way that people were complaining.
Well, that's that's the level that Detroit has risen this fan base to of expectations. You know, 2 really good years, especially last year, 15 wins. I mean, I don't think in our lifetime the Lions will ever have a better regular season record than they did last year. 15-2. You know, they battled through adversity all year with the injuries, losing Hutch, losing McNeil,
Reader,
Anzalone went out, you know, towards the end of the season, came back. And the team very realistically could have been 16-1 with they could have beat Tampa Bay with a healthy Detroit Lions team going into Buffalo. Who knows? I'm not saying they beat Buffalo, but the game would have probably went a different way on both sides because Buffalo would have had a game plan for Hutchinson being on the edge. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's tough though. I was at that game in Buffalo.
You were at that game, weren't you?
For 3 quarters, Buffalo was handling that game.
Yeah.
The only reason why it became a game at the end was because they put in their second string.
Well, how was the defensive line looking against Josh Allen? Was there the defensive ends, were they over pursuing? Were they not staying patient? I mean,
from what I remember, they were just getting outplayed.
Because I don't know, you had Hutch's speed in there with his agility. I mean, I'm just saying, you may have to double team him all day. Who's the left tackle over there in Buffalo? It's not
Deion Dawkins.
Dawkins, is it Dawkins?
I think so, yeah.
That would have been a good matchup. That would have been the talk of the week as far as matchups go. As far as the Lions go, they have a game this Friday against the Atlanta Falcons. Again, preseason. We are not overlooking the fact that they're getting a lot of rookies in there for playing time, but they could go out and lose 100-0, and it means absolutely nothing at all. These are guys that are battling for a spot on the team, whether it be on the special teams, whether it be on the practice squad. There's a lot of guys that have come out of camp already as not just good players, but as fan favorites. A couple of the names I can't even pronounce right now. Again, I'm not necessarily a Lions insider. I'm not a Lions guy. On Sundays, I fly my Patriot flag every morning proudly. And, that's my loyalties lie with the New England Patriots. Taking nothing away from the Detroit
say that
Lions.
every episode?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Just so people have an understanding of where I'm coming from here. I'm not sitting here as a Detroit Lions slappy saying, "Oh, well, they're going to go out and win the Super Bowl." I don't know if they have enough to win the Super Bowl. I mean, they're most certainly going to be a favorite, but every year in the NFL, and Washington proved that last year, there's a team that kind of emerges out of the shadows. Who's it going to be this year? I'll tell you one thing. People better not sleep on the Carolina Panthers with the way they finished last season out. They had a pretty darn good second half last year, and they play in a pretty competitive division, but the Saints are over there. That's got to be 2 wins for you. That's got to be. Carolina is beyond the point of being the whipping boy of that division. The Saints have a lot of salary cap issues to where they're not going to be able to get anybody in the free agency for a while.
They're hot dog vendors. They're starting quarterback.
Yeah. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Rattler? Is it going to be who's that kid they just drafted this year?
Couldn't even tell you.
Yeah, I'm not, I'm not in depth here with what the Saints are doing. I'm not concerned, not one bit. Hendon Hooker's getting the start this week for the Lions, I guess, at quarterback. So we'll get an opportunity to see what he can do.
When are they going to finally give up on him? They'll ever? They can't fall back on Teddy Bridgewater. He just signed
with the Bucks.
Yeah.
So, but at the same time, now that they have committed to Jared Goff long term from a football contract, and a lot of darn money in the middle of, as far as the cap hit goes in 26, what is it, $72.5 million?
It's up there.
Ooh, and understandably so, the salary cap raises every year. So in 2 years, 3 years, that may be a league average.
I think that's why they spent all that money last year, this year, signing all these guys.
Well, they got to keep all them guys here. That's the key is keeping these guys together. You can't let them walk. And and the good thing about this team is they want to be here. These guys want to be here. They're not exploring the free agency market for a bigger deal and then saying, well, St. Brown or Penei Sewell could have easily tested the market once their contracts were up and said, well, the Colts are offering me, say, $28 million a season. Give me 30 or I'm walking.
Yeah, Goff.
You know what I mean?
Goff got 212 over 4 years, 170 guaranteed, 53 per year.
And that kicks in this year, I think, right?
Yep.
That begins this year. Okay. Well,
how do you think they're going to mesh with these new coordinators? Definitely going to be a step back.
Well, I don't know. Morton was there a couple years ago, so most of this offense has been there under his tutelage.
Tutelage.
Now he's got full control of the car here offensively. I think it's not going to be what we saw last year. I definitely think the flashiness, the trickery.
Plays.
Yeah, look, that was cute. That was nice. But at the end of the day, you try to go with a double reverse with what Jamison Williams throwing a pass while you were down 10 in a playoff game in a big spot. Not a very good play call there, Ben Johnson. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, Ben Johnson had prior obligations to that game, even starting, already knowing he was taking the job in Chicago. And, there's a little collusion there, but, the league will look past that and give Ben Johnson his pass, So we'll have to see what happens with the Bears this year. Loses. Now we're going to make a couple predictions here. This is going to be a football only episode. So down the road, we'll be talking about other things, but this is strictly football. This is going to be predictions about your Lions, about the rest of the NFL, the Bills, the Patriots. Where is the stronghold in the NFC this season? What division could potentially put out two wild card teams and the division winner, like the NFC North did last year? Me personally, I think we could potentially be looking at the North again this year. And a lot of people are sleeping on the Dallas Cowboys, as expected, as they should. But with a healthy Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, that offense could work. And if they get a deal done for Parsons,
he's not going nowhere.
There's good speculation that it's all talks. Jerry Jones is in discussions with whomever over in Dallas and Jerry World.
Yeah.
So
I don't even think he's going to pay him. I think he's just going to tell him to sit down, shut up, and play football, boy.
So
Jerry don't care.
No, he just, I don't know. He gave CD and Dak a lot of money. He gave, CD worth it. Dak,
never liked Dak.
Is he worth it? What has he really done for you? What has the last two quarterbacks that you signed to monster deals really done for you, Jerry? Yeah.
Dak Prescott or Romo, who's the better quarterback?
Prescott or Romo? I think Romo has been in bigger spots than Dak has been. I think if Dak had been able to stay healthy his whole career, I think he maybe have been able to excel Dallas. But again, at the end of the day, the East is a tough division to come out of. You got Dallas the Giants who, once every 8 years decides to be a Super Bowl contender. So they're, how long before they start competing in that division? Washington from last year. The Eagles, obviously Super Bowl champions, are going to run that division probably. I still believe Saquon.
That might be the division that gets multiple teams out.
That's that's a good possibility.
Eagles, Redskins.
Redskins, and the Cowboys.
Yeah.
I pray to God it's not Dallas. You know what I mean? Because fuck Dallas at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Nobody likes the Cowboys. You're looking at the NFC South. You have Atlanta, New Orleans, Tampa Bay, Carolina. Tampa, obviously, with being the favorite the last couple years, winning the division the last couple years. Does Atlanta have enough to challenge them for the South this year?
I don't know. It all depends on who they're throwing out at quarterback. I mean, can you trust Cousins?
Well, you signed him to a $200 million deal. You better trust him.
Is he going to be the starter? Are they going to start Penix?
No. I think this may be the year, the transition year. We're going to see Kirk Cousins probably maybe start the season just because of the experience he has, and see where that leads into the season. Obviously, if they're winning games and he looks good, keep going with him. Ride out that storm.
Mm-hmm.
But you get to week 6, week 7, and the team's like 2-5, or the team isn't meeting the expectations of the coach or the owner. That's when I think the switch will come in. Then you give Penix a good amount of games to finish the season off to really develop a little bit more.
I I think it still goes through Tampa.
Oh, it has to. Yeah, it has to. There's
Yeah.
no question. Tampa Bay is one of the better teams, I believe, in the NFC. Behind Philly, and I mean they play good. They have good playoff games. Last year they played well.
Yeah.
Who'd they play in the playoffs last year? Was it Philly?
Yes.
Philly obviously beat them. Yeah, Carolina. Don't be surprised if they come out. I don't think they're not going to win 10 games, but I don't think they're going to finish a laughing stock this year. They may get maybe 6 wins.
They won't get laughed off the field.
Yeah. Bryce Young's really got to. This has got to be the year for him. The benching of last year, coming back from that benching and playing really lights out from that point on. That has to transition over into this year. It just has to. If it does not, then it's almost time to cut ties with them. You got to at that point. Tampa Bay, obviously the favorite. Godwin, he re-signed with Tampa, right? Chris Godwin.
I think so.
Because I know the Patriots offered him a big
I
contract.
know they re-upped.
and he decided
Evans.
to.
Evans is there. They just signed McMillan, or they drafted McMillan, I should say.
Yep, Chris Godwin re-signed. He re-signed with the Bucks.
I think it was one of those situations where like Godwin wanted to leave, but no one really wanted him.
Yeah. Well, New England wanted him. They offered
Mike
him
Evans,
more.
Mike
They
Evans,
offered him more than Tampa Bay.
Yeah, Mike Evans was on the move too, and he re-signed.
Oh, Keenan Allen re-signed with the Chargers today, I
I've
think.
seen that.
Which, to be honest, he should have never left.
Hmm.
It was foolish for him to leave. Try and help Caleb Williams. Yeah. Ain't nobody helping him. Have you seen his recent video that they posted of him in training camp trying to hit those targets? Like he's got it.
Yeah.
He could not hit one target. And then afterwards he threw a little hissy fit off on the side. Like a girl.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Oh yeah.
Ben Johnson will be back in Lions blue in 3 years.
No, don't bring him back. Don't bring him back. At this point, you've burned all bridges, really. If he would have won a Super Bowl with the Lions, and then okay, that's your permission from the fans to go out. You know what I'm saying? But good Lord, you don't go to a team within your own division.
Yeah.
Then you're a hated man forever, and they're gonna love to see him fail.
Looks like a nerd, anyways.
Yeah, he's not gonna.
Yeah.
I don't think any coach could save. I don't think Bill Belichick could save the Bears. And again, the Saints.
They win the North.
Oh God, that'd be embarrassing for the whole North. And then we have the Saints. Cap turmoil. Don't really have much. Can't really do much. No running back. Kamara's like going on his 12th year in the league. Again, I'm just spitfiring numbers here. But
Our podcast name is true, ladies and gentlemen. We are highly unqualified.
yeah, until we can get some computers down here.
We have no notes. We're just we're
just
free
talking.
balling off our iPhones.
Yeah, not much to talk about in Nolans down south. NFC West, Rams, Cardinals, 49ers, Seahawks.
Rams got a question mark. Stafford's hurt. Hopeful to be ready for the beginning of the season.
Picked up Devontae Adams in the offseason. Lost Cooper Kupp, but picked up Devontae.
Yeah, you're right. Who would you rather have, Kupp or Adams?
I don't know. Both of them injury prone. Devontae's kind of, in my opinion, he's kind of past his,
His prime.
past his good years. Cooper is leading up to getting past those good years.
I think Cooper's going to have a bounce back. This is his
Where'd he go?
second win.
Just
Seattle.
Yeah.
The Seahawk.
Oh, boy. Darnold.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
I think he's going to have a resurgence. I think he's going to come back and show everybody who he is.
Yeah. So the Seahawks, yeah, there's a big old question mark behind them. The 49ers, always a threat. I mean, you
Yeah.
got Purdy, signed his deal.
He got his big boy deal.
Yep. Kittle,
McCaffrey
McCaffrey.
seems to be 100% running harder than ever.
Yep.
Debo's gone,
Debo's gone, but and Ayuk's
but Ayuk's there.
you
Yep.
got a healthy Ayuk. He could be trouble. Did Jawan Jennings leave?
No, I think he's staying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's
So
there.
then you got a good 1-2.
All
right
the
there.
running backs left.
Yeah, all of them. Well, they're going to expect Christian McCaffrey to do it all, and then he's going to get hurt again week 2, and then
Yeah.
it's going to absolutely shred fantasy owners worldwide because people are going to be reluctant to take him like in the first round. I'm staying away from that guy in the top like 10 rounds. To be honest, I don't want anything to do with him. Last time I took him, he blew my whole season, ruined the whole thing for me. Here, I think I know what I'm doing about fantasy football. I take one player. I'm like, yeah, this one player is gonna
Imploding your whole roster.
yeah.
TEAM as in team.
Oh yeah, thanks, coach. That's how the fantasy team's built, I guess. One player can't get it done. So there's really, I mean, the NFC, you're going to have your teams. The West, it's going to be tough. Arizona, there could be a question mark there behind their quarterback. I mean, Kyler Murray,
Yeah.
how many
What
chances
Murray
are
are
you
you
going to
getting?
get? I mean, come on, this guy's, a couple years already.
Yeah. He was starting to put it together a little bit last year. I think
Yeah.
he just seems like a stubborn quarterback that doesn't want to learn the systems.
It's funny. We opened up this segment talking about, this is a Detroit Lions show, and we haven't talked about the Lions. We talked about the league.
I don't think people are going to like our opinion on it, but we'll get to it.
Yeah,
We'll
no
get to
doubt.
it.
Yeah, we still got about 20, 25 minutes left, So, Rams, tough. San Francisco, to me, in my opinion, I think San Francisco's coming out of the West. Put it in a parlay as NFC West champs now because I think that
Make
road,
their triumphant return.
it goes through, I mean, a healthy San Francisco. They could run that division and the NFC. I mean, they get right back into competitiveness, with Philadelphia, with Detroit, possibly. NFC North, Chicago, Green Bay, Minnesota, Detroit. What does Minnesota do after losing Darnold with JJ? Apparently, he's looking real good in camp. I mean, he's hitting players like on the dime, Great throws, tremendous throws. Absolutely nobody covering these receivers.
Yeah,
but they're
7-on-7s. People aren't up in his face. How is his O-line doing?
Yep.
I'll believe it when I see it with him. I think
He's a Michigan quarterback. Michigan quarterbacks don't pan out in the pros.
I hate Michigan.
Yeah. Well, look, we're not talking about how great Michigan is right now. We're talking about the NFL and the Minnesota Vikings. Go blue.
Packers, if Jordan Love can stay healthy. Who's the number one receiver in that receiving room? They have like 17 receivers, and they just drafted 3 more.
Romeo Dobbs.
There's Dobbs. Is Jaden Reed your receiver?
Huh? Who?
Reed.
Jaden Reed.
Yeah, the guy from Michigan State.
Oh, no. No.
Yeah.
Boo, Spartans, boo. I got to get some anti-Spartan drops on here.
We're gonna fight. We're gonna fight by the end of this podcast. Then you got the Bears.
Losers.
The Bears
Loser.
with Caleb. How is he gonna react? How's that team gonna react? Is that O-line gonna quit on him again when they stop blocking for him?
Yeah, how's his sophomore year going to be in the league?
Yeah,
He's
spent
gonna get
all
his
that
ass
money
kicked.
on that O-line.
Yeah. Washed up players.
And then there's the Tigers. Then there's the Lions.
Lions.
You think the Lions win the North?
I do. And
Do you think it's a cakewalk?
in the division, or the schedule? Do I think
any
like?
of it.
Do I think they?
Do you think they win over 12 games?
No, I don't.
You think they win over 10 games?
I mean, I'd say.
I feel like you.
10
Ha-
up,
I
10
feel like you
10
have
up.
to win more than 10 games to win the
Oh,
North.
you're gonna have to. You're gonna have to.
That-
Green Bay's gonna be there. You know, they're gonna be
Yeah.
competitive. Green Bay's a 10-win team right there. You know, regular season they open up against the Packers. The Lions do.
What is the? Let's do
The schedule.
the win loss. Let's do the win loss for the Lions. Pull up their schedule.
Win loss.
Starting with the
Green Bay Packers, Detroit Lions in Green Bay.
in Green Bay.
Yeah. It's okay. So you got to figure they don't have to go to Lambeau when it's cold out. They get lucky and they don't have to go there in like
Yeah.
December at the end of the year when it's like -20.
I think it'll be a very close game, 3-point game. Lions sneak it out of there. So that's
I agree.
one.
Yeah, I agree. The week 2 is the Chicago Bears in Detroit.
Detroit, that's a
going to be a
dub.
bloodbath.
That's a dub.
That's a bloodbath.
Ben Johnson won't even be able to hear himself think.
Yeah, he better have maximum security walking into
Better
the
have
stadium, man. Ford Field is going to be rocking that game, and it's the home opener, like the home opener at Ford Field. Oh,
Yep.
those games are insane enough, let
Yeah.
alone against the Chicago
Yeah,
Bears.
that's a win.
Oh, they're
that's-
going to tear that whole. They're going to tear that stadium down.
So that's 2-0. Detroit fans are feeling happy. We're smiling. This team's going to the Super Bowl. Who's next?
Let's check out ticket prices for that game. Sunday, September 14th.
I'm going to
Fox.
say the
300,
cheapest
350 at least.
the cheapest ticket will be $235, and it's going to be nosebleed.
Whatever. It'd be just cool to be there. Week 3, big one here. This is a big one. This is a potential Super Bowl matchup here. This is the Detroit Lions at the Baltimore Ravens.
Oh, they're
It's
going to
going to be. It's a Monday night game.
Roughed up on national
8:15
TV.
Monday nighter.
Roughed up. I'm talking Lamar Jackson, 2 rushing touchdowns, 2
Oh, no.
passing touchdowns. Derrick Henry with
Oh, don't
135
say that.
plus.
Don't say that.
Bloodbath.
Oh, come on now.
Bloodbath.
Oh, well, I'll tell you this. That is going to be the test for the Lions. That is going to that game, and people may say, "Oh, it's early in the season," or whatever excuse people are going to make for whatever reason. But I personally believe we're going to see exactly what type of team that Lions team is going to be in that game. If they can beat Baltimore, I think they've got to be the legitimate favorite. They have to be as far as the NFC goes.
I just don't see it happening.
I hope that it does happen. I just do. I hate Baltimore, and that predates Lamar Jackson. That goes back to the Ray Lewis, Terrell Suggs days. I've just never liked the Ravens. Never been a fan of them. We've always had to play them in the playoffs. And we've beaten them a few times, but they've gotten the best of us quite a few times also, and stopped us from getting back to another Super Bowl.
That game, there will be a murder, and it's not going to be because Ray Lewis is there. It's going to be because them Ravens I don't think the Lions can stop them.
So that's 2 and 1.
2 and 1.
2 and 1 on the ticket. Week 4 is Browns at Lions.
Lions.
Ass whooping.
Shit stains ain't winning here.
3 and 1 record. Week 5, Cincinnati Bengals in Cincinnati.
That's a tough one.
Cincinnati should legitimately be a Super Bowl contender this year.
They'll be up there in the AFC.
With the money they've spent, they should be averaging 40 points a game with all those receivers and all the money they gave Joe Burrow.
Where is it? In Cincinnati?
Yeah. I think that's a game Detroit's going to win, though, too. I also think that's a game.
It's gonna be it's a tight one.
Yeah.
Just for the sake of being a Michigander, we'll say the Lions.
Yeah, I agree.
That's a toss-up game. That can go either way.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
So that's 4-1.
4-1. The next one's tough, too. They have to go to Kansas City and play the Chiefs.
Well,
Sunday Night Football, that's going to be an NBC 820 game.
Went and beat them before, but they were out without some people. They were out
2 years ago, though.
Kelsey, they were without Jones. It's kind of the same team for them, though.
Yeah, but Kelsey,
I think at this point,
Kelsey's on the mend, man. He's
yeah,
done.
but that receiving core in Kansas City is disgusting. And do we have the cornerbacks and the DBs to stop them? Rasheed Rice, Xavier Worthy, Hollywood Brown.
We'll have to. It's one of those we'll have to find out.
I think this time going back, it's in Kansas City.
It is. Yeah,
this time going back, I think Kansas City has that number on us.
Yeah. Okay.
I think this one's Kansas City.
Okay.
I don't think they're gonna let the Lions come into their Arrowhead Stadium and do it again.
I think the Chiefs are done. I think they're finished. I think that their little run they had, I think they're going to, obviously they're going to try to go out and manhandle dudes like teams like they have been the last couple seasons, but
did they lose anybody?
Thuney, offensive guard, went to Chicago.
Yep.
A couple other players.
I mean, is a guard.
Hopkins is gone. I think Hopkins left.
Hopkins left, but
signed with Baltimore, I think, didn't he?
Yeah. You don't need him.
No. Not when you have Mahomes.
If that defense does what it did last season,
bailed them out.
They're the team that's going to be up there in the top 3 in the AFC. So that's what? 4-2?
Yeah, I think so.
Week 7.
Come home against Tampa Bay.
That's a win.
Monday night game. They are getting so many primetime games this year. It's ridiculous, but good for them. He said it's a win.
I think
against
so.
Tampa.
Yeah. I think it's a no-brainer.
And
Unless they go to Kansas City and they do win and they come home cocky, they come home, it's Tampa in our town, and they're sleeping.
Yeah.
Tampa could sneak one in, but I think that's a win.
And again, this is barring any injuries to either teams going forward. And heaven forbid, the Lions could be without somebody big by week 4. You know what I'm saying? And the whole trajectory of the season could change. So we'll just we'll have to see where these teams are, and right now this is all just we're just looking at the schedule, and we're just making judgment calls from what we see right now from what the teams are going into the season with. The Vikings, what is it? Week 8. They got the Vikings
home away
in Detroit, 5-2.
That's a win.
So 6-2 for Detroit.
Detroit.
Yeah. Week 9, Commanders in Washington. Terry McLaurin wants out of there. Deebo Samuel just signed.
I will say this. You have to go into Washington with the mindset of, I'm literally going to take your soul. The Rock to Cody Rhodes. I want your soul.
Yeah.
If you don't murder them.
Oh, yeah.
then
It's gonna be like it's gonna be the Dallas game all over again. Like what the Lions did to Dallas last season, beat them by 50.
yeah.
You know, whatever.
Like if there's a game on that schedule that you are circling and you're like, I'm
Yeah.
going into this game and I'm fucking someone up, it's that game.
Yeah.
It's that game. I think they win, but you never know. Guy's sleepy over here.
Yeah, it's been a long day. And it's gonna be a longer week. Still got a lot of shit to get done.
So that's what we only have them with one loss, huh?
Two
Two
losses. The Chiefs, they lose to the Chiefs and they lose to the Ravens.
So we're what, 7-2?
7-2. Week 10, going into week 10 against the Eagles in Philly.
Oh, that's
Sunday night game.
national TV potential NFC championship game.
Yep.
Give me them dirty birds.
Yeah.
It is it's tough to go into Lincoln Field and win at night.
It's tough to do anything at night. I'm literally over here falling asleep in this chair.
So that's a third loss.
That's gonna be a big test again for the Lions. At that point, you're going to be in the thick of the season. Players are going to be battle tested.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be
Tired, hurt, coming back, leaving.
Yep. There's going to be a lot of things happening at that time in the season. If Detroit's on a couple game winning streak here, riding into Philadelphia, nothing would be bigger. And Dan Campbell has a track record of going into stadiums and beating defending Super Bowl champions at their home stadium. Did it against Kansas City. And me personally, I think that's a game that the Lions win in Philadelphia. They beat them by 50. No, I'm kidding. But they do win. They will win that game, I think.
They beat them by 100.
They beat them by a jillion. Beat them by 1,000. Coach Campbell, ladies and gentlemen.
It's way to work, gentlemen. It's way to work, man.
Well, thanks, Coach.
Gotta have resilience, man.
That's it.
Gotta be resilient, man.
Man, I've lost track of how many weeks there are.
Eagles.
Yeah, but what week is it? That's week 10. Week 11 is the Giants. There's no point of even talking about that. It should be a 20-point blowout. Week 12 is the rematch.
Man.
Week 12 is the Thanksgiving game against the Packers.
The Pack at
I'm
home.
so tired of them. Yeah, of course.
The Pack at home.
Yeah. I'm so tired of them playing the same teams every Thanksgiving. It's the Packers. It's
Have
the
they
Bears.
won on Thanksgiving yet? Did they win last year?
Yeah.
That was the first year in how many years that they won on Thanksgiving? They were on a losing streak.
Yeah, like 10 years, I think it was. But they won last year because they only lost against Tampa Bay, which was like the second or third game of the season.
I mean, do you decide with history or do you decide with what you want to happen?
I don't know. I mean, personally, I think they're over the Wolves, the Lions. They've proven the last couple seasons that
We'll give them the win. We'll give them the hopeful win.
yeah,
At the end of the day, what does it matter?
that's
There's 4 people listening to this.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's week 12. Week 13.
So are we 9-3?
Yeah.
Okay. When's the bye week?
Let me see here. 10.
Everything depends on a lot of things. Depend on when that bye week is. Like last year, they had an earlier bye week. You hope to have a middle season, end of season bye week. Get that rest.
Yeah, I'm not really
Week 8.
Is it week 8? Okay.
That's
Do you have the schedule in front of you?
I don't.
Oh,
Just I giggled.
Oh. So week whatever, they're playing the Cowboys.
14
Yeah.
Cowboys.
In Detroit, Prime Video, Thursday night football.
Thursday night.
Yeah.
Man, these Thursday night games suck.
Yeah, they're gonna. Shit. Yeah. I'll be able to check it out until halftime. Then I'll have to hit the sack. They got 2 back-to-back. Well, Thursday, the week before is Thanksgiving. That's at 1. But most of their games are evening games this year.
I think Lions will take that one. Cowboys.
They only have 5 games this season that start at 1 o'clock.
It's so difficult to do this too because it's like you don't know what team you're getting.
Yeah.
Like we have no idea what's happening.
Yeah, we're going like we're basically making predictions like as if injuries don't occur. There's no injuries. Teams are going into it 1,000% healthy.
This is basically Madden simulation. You really don't know what's going to happen.
No, you don't know because
Golf could go down.
Oh
and
God, yeah, I was just about to
they
say
win
that, but
3
we don't want
games.
to. Yeah, that's the whole season because Teddy Bridgewater is not battle tested.
Teddy Bridgewater's not even on the
Or,
team.
I'm sorry, Hendon Hooker.
Yeah, and a Hooker.
He doesn't have that experience against number 1 defenses yet.
Detroit fashion is throwing a Hooker out there.
Well, he's got to get playing time eventually, and it's a good thing that he hasn't because the more playing time that he's had means the more time Jared Goff has been hurt, and Jared Goff, thank Christ for the Lions, hasn't been hurt at all. So
Week 14 Cowboys. It could go either way. We'll say
when Cowboys will have imploded by then.
Yep.
They'll be on like a 7-game losing streak, and the whole season will be getting washed down the toilet. And then Parsons will be crying to Dak Prescott's mom about why they're losing. It's gonna get ridiculous.
Week 15 in SoFi against the Rams. A healthy Rams team could beat you in SoFi late in the season.
Yeah, that's tough because Matt Stafford at the end of the year is usually better than he is at the beginning because he's getting ready for the playoffs.
I think I would mark that up as a Rams win.
I'll tell you one person I don't want to hear nothing from is his wife Kelly.
Yeah.
Time to pay the fiddler, whore!
I tell you, she's a big mouth. The city of Detroit was nothing but great to her, and she's got nothing but bad things to say about the city. Why don't you go sit up in your $1 million suite that they made for you out in the SoFi Arena?
Won't you get out of my life and shut up?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, get out of here, bitch.
Week 16 in Detroit against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Aaron Rodgers, it's in Pittsburgh?
No, it's here.
Oh, he's going to be seeing ghosts in Detroit. They're going to have a field day with him.
Think so?
Oh, yeah.
Think he's done?
Oh, he's done. He was
He's
done last
washed?
year. He's done 2 years ago. He was done when he decided to leave Green Bay. At that point, it was over. It was over. He had the whole world at his fingertips with the Packers. You had Devontae Adams. You had Jordy Nelson. You had a plethora of really good receivers, that you couldn't keep because you're like, oh, I want to be the highest paid quarterback in football. And you sucked up all the team's salary cap. They couldn't build around you because you sucked up all the money. Renegotiating with the Jets, for like a week and a half because he wanted to be the highest paid quarterback in the game. It's like $50 million. The guy goes out and shreds his ACL 3 plays in.
Well, I'll see you guys later.
Well, have a good one, guys. Hey, I carried the flag out, right? Hey.
What was his he played for what? It was like a minute
Yeah, it was like
and 36
it
seconds or
was
some
like, it
shit
was like
like
three
that.
fucking plays.
And he got a bunch all that money.
It was 3 plays. Yeah, and he robbed the Jets blind. Hey, there isn't a team that I would love to see that happen to more than the Jets.
Aaron Glad said, "You want to play football for us?" And he's like, "Yeah, coach." He's like, "Get the fuck out of here.
All right. Hit
Get out of here. Hit the bricks, man."
yeah. Yeah.
We can't get enough of that stuff, man.
Okay, thank you, coach.
Thanks, coach.
We can't get enough of that stuff. Oh man.
Anything he's gonna do this year, Dan Campbell? Let's finish this off with a little Lions.
Lions football.
Lions
Make a prediction
football.
on the Lions.
How do you think
I love Dan. I love him. I love Dan Campbell. I think he is exactly what the Lions needed
Yeah.
to get out of literally the basement, the rotten, disgusting, moldy basement that they've been in, the last 30 years? You know, and it was, well, they had good seasons with Calvin, and they good seasons with Stafford and Calvin and Golden Tate. Yeah, well, you know,
they had good season
yeah.
with them.
Yeah,
players.
one good year. You made the playoffs like twice, 3 times most. They made the playoffs 3 times in the 2000 teens, I guess, with Schwartz and then with Caldwell twice. You know, and what happened in those playoff games?
Embarrassed.
Lost to the Saints, lost to the Cowboys, lost to the Seahawks. You know, but we made it. We're happy.
Hang the banner.
Yeah,
Don't they have a banner, like a playoff appearance banner?
I don't know if they do this. The Colts have a banner, an AFC finalist banner that they hung up when the Patriots beat them in 2014, because the Patriots beat them to go to the Super Bowl, and they have a banner that says AFC finalists. What a joke! I mean, you hang banners for championships. You don't hang them for playoff participants.
Yeah, participation awards.
Yeah. If that was the case, if we hung up banners for even divisions at Foxborough, the stadium would be just filled with fucking banners, just filled. We only hang up the banners that matter. That's Super Bowl championships. It's the only thing you want to look up there and say, oh, look, hey, AFC champs. Hey, remember in 2002 when we got our ass kicked in the Super Bowl? Yeah, that banner represents that season. Yeah, that was a great year. You know what I mean? It's foolish. You hang banners for world championships. You don't do it because you won you got into the playoffs.
We had
The
fun that
wild
year.
card.
We had fun. Hang
Yeah,
a banner.
give them rings. Give them rings if they had a fun season. Let's take a team vote. You guys have fun? Yay! Give them a championship ring.
Yeah.
Give them everything. Give them a trophy too. Give everybody a trophy. Everybody gets a Lombardi. It's a joke. It's a joke. It is. You know. And again, Lions football. Got to say one thing. If you're a fan of a team, know how to handle winning with class. If you're a fan, you know what I'm saying? Have some class. Show some class. Don't be like, oh, we're the Lions. We're the 15-2 Lions. We're the best. We're the best team in the league. Well, did you win the Super Bowl? Did you win a playoff game? You know. So I don't want to hear, everybody's bragging and boasting about how good the Lions are. Oh yeah, the Lions are great. Lions are great. You haven't won anything yet to prove your greatness.
Mm-hmm.
You've had some good teams. You've had a lot of good teams, and some you have.
They had good seasons. Have good teams,
And they have some really good opportunities going forward with Penei Sewell long term, with the offensive lineman that they just what's his name? The guy they just brought in from Georgia, the rookie. Kid with the mullet.
Oh, Ratliff.
Yeah, Ratliff. Yeah. I mean,
They got that Kim Mahogany at guard.
yeah. I mean, they're set up as far as offensive line goes.
Just need a left tackle.
Yeah, Decker needs to go. He's a bum. Ohio State, come on. What do you think in Detroit?
Disgusted.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not. He's getting old, and he doesn't want to hang it up because, well, no, we're finally winning. I don't want to leave. But at the end of the day, you're hurting the team because you're old. And they could have easily put in someone that's 10 years younger than you out there who can move a lot faster than you can. It's not that hard to find a big offensive lineman.
I wonder what type of game they're going to be playing because I know this new OC, he's a passing guy. He's a
Morton, Johnny Morton.
Yeah, he's a passing coordinator, game clock coordinator. His past jobs were you got the two-headed running back monster, and you're a passing game guy. Like, what's going to happen with that?
Yeah.
Gonna be a lot of swing routes to those guys.
Oh. Well, I mean, you got to expect that from Gibbs. Not so much Montgomery, but, Gibbs coming out of the backfield. Kid's going to be a phenomenal fantasy football player this year.
Rakestraw just announced that he's hurt.
Yeah, I've seen that. And they lost their safety, 2 days ago for the year?
Yep.
That kid from Georgia, would they take him in the 6th or 7th round?
It's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be a fun season.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're a Lions fan and you're a Bills fan, yeah. As a Patriots fan, we have a lot of work to do.
A little bit of a rebuild.
Well, I think the rebuild is about 2/3 of the way complete. We have our quarterback. We have our head coach. They're starting to build. They have an offensive line that took the Will Campbell this year from LSU. Really big, strong, physical lineman. Already has pledged his allegiance to Drake May. I like that.
Anything Stephon Diggs? It's going to be helpful.
Absolutely. I think he'll be extremely helpful. I don't think he's going to go out there and put up Pro Bowl type numbers, but I think he's going to be a bridge receiver for what New England is going to be able to do down the line. I mean, and it's Stephon Diggs, man. I mean, he can be a good decoy to spread the field up, and Vrabel comes from that old Patriot tree. He was there when Belichick was there, when Romeo Crennel and Charlie Weiss were there. He played under those coaches, even coached under a lot of those coaches when he was done playing. So he knows their style, and their style is winning football championships. They know how to win championships from a coordinator standpoint.
Yeah.
Weiss and Crennel, and again, Vrabel being the head coach that he is, he turned Tennessee around pretty quick when he got over there.
Yeah.
With basically only Derrick Henry. I mean, he took the Titans to the AFC Championship game with just Derrick Henry.
The corpse of Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah, he was done. I mean, he was finished when he got to Tennessee.
I don't know if he ever
Played
started.
Again. No, I don't think he did. Again, after that season,
Tannehill?
I think they.
No, I'm just saying, even when he was there, he was handing the ball off.
Oh yeah.
He wasn't like a passing quarterback.
No. I mean, when you got Derrick Henry, you're not going to run the ball 10 times a game. You're gonna pound that rock. Yeah, it should be an interesting season for all three teams, actually. The Lions, the Patriots, the Bills.
What are you thinking before we get out of here? On record, who are your two teams in the Super Bowl and who are winning? You give yours, I'll give mine.
Okay. Well, we're looking at the teams being completely healthy, 100% healthy, no injuries whatsoever. I think, and I don't believe in that script. Oh, it's scripted. NFL scripted it. They scripted this. I think one of the teams. Well, I'll just get my NFC team out of the way now. I strongly believe that the Lions, they have a gauntlet this year of a regular season. They've got a lot of tough teams to play, but it also helps them out down the stretch because they're going to have to play one of those teams in the playoffs. So they'll get that second look at them.
Primed and ready for these teams.
And nobody beats Dan Campbell twice in one season. It's
Yeah.
never been done.
I mean, because you're basically going to be playing the teams that you're playing Washington, you're
Yeah.
playing Philly, you're
Yep.
playing Dallas.
Yep. I mean, those are gonna be the
The
teams.
North teams that
Green
you're
Bay,
playing.
Green Bay may be there. I mean, they're going. Whoever Detroit gets in the playoffs, they'll have already played. I mean, unless
Yeah.
some Yahoo team gets in there and say Washington doesn't even make the playoffs, and say we'll just say it's the Falcons. And they get in. Oh, okay. Well, I'm not really worried about Atlanta. I mean, if I'm Detroit, I'm not worried about them as much as I'm worried about Philly. You know,
kind of said that last year. Well, you didn't say it, but they said that last year against Washington.
yeah,
We're not really worried about them. This is going to be a cakewalk.
yeah. Well, always be worried. Don't ever be worried. Just get your job done.
Yeah.
Do your job.
Yep. So you're saying Lions out of NFC?
Lions NFC. I think and AFC. There are some. I mean, Kansas City is obviously there. I don't think they're done competing. I think they're done winning championships. They're still going to make the playoffs. They're still going to be there. They're still going to be competing at a high level. But I think that strongly, and I wish it would have happened last year. I think it's going to be the Lions and Bills in the Super Bowl. And oh God, from there, I would like to see the Lions win, just because it's the Lions, but it would be such a storybook Super Bowl, considering neither team has won a championship and both teams are as old as the effing league is. You know what I'm saying? So that is going to be a once in a lifetime Super Bowl that, something of that high, like, magnitude. Both teams who have been in the league for 80 years never even won a Super Bowl. How many more times are we going to have to say that? How many more teams in the league are there that haven't won? Jacksonville, Tennessee, Arizona. And what are the odds of them ever meeting in the Super Bowl? Slim to none, really.
Right.
So I'm going with Detroit and Buffalo in the Super Bowl, and I'm going to go with Detroit winning.
Okay.
It'd be a tough game, back and forth kind of game.
Okay. I'm done. You're dead to me.
You're finished. You're done.
I think out of the NFC, I still think the Eagles are the team to beat.
Yeah.
Not a lot of movement from them. They didn't really lose anybody that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
They gained a little bit, a couple players through the draft, and I just think they're the team to beat. So I'm going to say the Eagles. And I'm going to say the Bills.
Okay.
Bills versus Eagles.
It would have been nice to have that last year.
Yeah.
Just Buffalo in general getting there would
I think
be nice.
it's set up. I think it's set up for the Bills right now.
Yeah.
They last final season and in their stadium, then they move over to the new spot right next door. I think it's a nice send off for the season. Yeah. For them to win it. And it's time. I mean, it's time that they just keep getting fucked. Yeah. By the Chiefs. And
that's the mountain you got to climb.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
especially in the AFC. It's so.
The Chiefs are the standard in the AFC. All roads go through Kansas City, man.
Yep. And before they go to Kansas City, you got to go through Cincinnati and
Baltimore
and
Pittsburgh, possibly, and or that
the
whole
climb is rough in the AFC for sure.
Yeah. And Houston, kind of forgot about Houston a little bit.
Yeah, Houston.
The AFC is just a powerhouse. The NFC, you got your 2-3 teams. I guess if you look at the NFC, they kind of have a lot of power. I mean, they have a lot of potential powerhouse teams.
I think it's evened out more recently than before. Like before, it was like the NFC had no one.
Yeah. But two teams that you could guarantee, whatever team Tom Brady was on, and another team, the Rams or the Niners. So,
but
all right, guys, that's going to conclude it for tonight.
Sir,
we'll be back. We'll be back soon with some more stuff. football wise, baseball, movies. We have some. What's the word I'm thinking of? We have some production to do on these podcasts before we upload them. So hopefully we can get that done sooner than later. Ladies and gentlemen,
Comment, like, subscribe.
Yeah.
When we finally put it on YouTube, down below. Don't be meanie weenies. Be nice to us. Give us positive feedback.